What's good? 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 Today is a good day in the world, bro. What a good day in the world. Y'all are salty that Gervonta Davis still has fans, huh? Man, these boys lying. These boys, Jake Paul out here lying. I don't care. I don't know if Gervonta did it or not, but I know, Jake, you are lying. You lying your ass off, Jake Paul. Jake Paul, stop lying. Don't add extra shit to it, bro. Once niggas start adding extra shit, you start knowing they lying, bro. A liar always wants to add some extra shit. Jake Paul put some extra shit on it, bro. Nah, nigga, you putting some extra shit on it, Jake Paul. You're lying, Jake Paul. You're lying, dog. You're lying. What up, Rich L? I'm gonna wait for everybody to come. We got 66 in the building. Look, I'm telling you right now, Jake Paul is lying. Scratch a liar, find a thief. Scratch a lie, find a thief. You lied, Jake Paul. You lied. Yeah, you did. You liar. You're a fucking hypocrite. You say one thing, do something else. You claim you knew things you can't know. You claim that you've seen something, but you didn't even say you saw it. You said it was out there. You said that there was a tape out there. You didn't say you saw that tape. You just said there was a tape out there. Even though the lawsuit says there is no videotape evidence of it. What are you talking about? How come the lawyer for the accuser doesn't have the videotape that you say you saw? Can I also ask you a question? How do you know, Jake Paul, I want to ask you a question, bro. I know you're not really here, you fucking prick, but I'm still going to say it because you're a sack of shit liar, bro. Dog, Gervonta Davis could be in a lot of trouble, bro. He don't need you lying on him. Okay? Let's just be real. You niggas are lying. I don't care. I don't know if Gervonta Davis did it or not, but I know you're lying. Number one, there's no way that Jake Paul knew that whether Gervonta Davis was sober or not the morning of that fight. You're a liar, Jake Paul. You're a liar. Let me go back and say it again. Jake Paul claimed that Gervonta Davis was sober when he assaulted the girl. Let me repeat. He claimed, yes, babe. Hold on, man, 1 second. I think my wife. All right, look. Watch this shit. Jake Paul claimed, you're a liar, Jake Paul. You're a liar. Your credibility is gone. Because Jake Paul claimed that Gervonta Davis was sober when he assaulted the girl. Can anybody tell me what the problem with that is? I just want you guys to use critical thinking for a second. And Jake Paul said to Aiden Ross that Gervonta Davis was sober when he assaulted that girl. Does anybody see a problem with that? Really, I was very, very good at this shit. I could put niggas in jail off shit like this. Jake, does anybody see a problem with that? That Jake Paul said Gervonta Davis was sober during the attack? I don't care what Jake Paul does. No, he wasn't. No. There's no way that Jake Paul would have that information. What access does Jake Paul have to Gervonta Davis's toxicology reports? First of all, Gervonta Davis was not arrested, so they didn't do toxicology reports. Jake Paul was not in the car with Gervonta when he was on his way over there. So how does he know that Gervonta Davis was sober? The very obvious answer, Jake Paul, is that you do not know that. The only way that you would know that, Jake, is if you had somebody that was with Gervonta Davis that was telling you what was going on with Gervonta Davis. Okay? Do you know the only person that I know that could possibly tell Jake Paul that Gervonta Davis was sober when the attack took place? Seriously, I'll put niggas in jail over shit like this. Can anybody tell me who could possibly know if Gervonta Davis was sober or not besides Gervonta Davis? Not Bill Haney. I'm being serious. I'm being very, very serious. I want you to think about this shit because this guy's a fucking con man. Jake Paul is a fucking con man, and he's lying about Gervonta. There's no way that he's not lying. The only person that would know that Gervonta Davis was drunk or sober is the girl that got attacked. She's the only person. Not even anybody in the club. No, not anybody in the club could tell you if he's sober or not. You don't know if somebody's sober just looking at him in a club with a ton of strippers around. I'm telling you that the only person that could have told Jake Paul that Gervonta was sober during the attack was the only person other than Gervonta that was there, and that was the girl. So, Jake, either one of two things are true. Either you're lying or you're talking to that girl. Which one is it, Jake? Jake, you're either lying or you're talking to that girl. Which one is it, Jake? Because if you're lying, you're a sack of shit. And if you're talking to the girl, I think it's a setup. If you're having any discussions with that girl, Jake Paul, and giving you any inside information from that girl, Jake Paul, I'm going to believe your ass is setting some shit up, Jake Paul. Because there's no fucking way you know that Gervonta Davis was sober. There's no way. Shut the fuck up. Look. Shut the fuck up. I didn't ask you, nigga, and I'm not in the mood for dumb niggas. Okay? I ain't in the mood, Terrell Howard, and I'm going to be dead fucking serious. This is somebody's life you're fucking talking about. If somebody accuses somebody of something, he deserves to go to a court of law, have officers of the court produce evidence, and then if he did it beyond their standard of proof, he goes to jail. That's how it works, Terrell Howard. You don't get to add extra shit to it out in the media. Jake Paul is claiming that he knows Gervonta Davis was sober. The only way he knows Gervonta Davis is sober is if he talked to the girl. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way that you would know that during the attack, because let me tell you, nobody saw the attack, Jake, but her. So, Jake, are you talking to the girl, Jake? Are you talking to the girl, Jake? Is the reason that you have the details and you know what was going on there because you're actually talking to the girl, Jake? Dog, if Gervonta Davis finds out that you're talking to the girl, Jake, if you have any phone records of talking to that girl, Jake, or anybody around him, Jake, Gervonta Davis can absolutely ask for your phone records. They absolutely can subpoena your phone records. He can subpoena her phone records. You dumbass niggas better not be passing information back and forth, bro. Jake, how do you know that there is video out there if there's no video being mentioned in the lawsuit itself, Jake? Man, let me tell you something, bro. I will be the end of you niggas' lives. I'm not ducking nobody, bro. You niggas playing with me is like walking off a fucking cliff. Okay? It's walking off a cliff. Walking off a fucking cliff. Anyway, I want any of you fucking geniuses to explain to me how Jake Paul can know that Gervonta Davis was sober. Listen to me, Gervonta. You better petition this man's phone. You better subpoena that man's phone records. Subpoena Aiden Ross's phone records. These niggas think they're cute. Jake, there's no way you know that information, that he was sober, unless you're talking to the girl. You said you were going to do an investigation yourself. So that means you talked to the girl. You talked to the girl. How do we know you didn't talk to the girl ahead of time, Jake? How come Gervonta Davis got a restraining order and can't talk to the girl, but obviously you can, Jake? You niggas think you slick, huh? Now let me get back to this. There's no fucking way Jake Paul knows that Gervonta was sober unless Jake Paul talked to the girl. Also, Jake Paul already said that he was going to investigate and talk to the girl. So you're buddy with the girl, Jake? And you're taking the girl's word, Jake? And you're putting out information that comes from the girl out on Aiden Ross's channel? You also, let me tell you something else, Jake, you fucking hypocritical piece of shit. You just fought a convicted rapist in your last fight, Jake. Am I wrong, or didn't Jake Paul just fight a convicted rapist in his last fight? Didn't you, Jake? Didn't you fight Mike Tyson? Everything that you said about Mike Tyson, everything you say about Gervonta Davis, Mike Tyson has done. Mike Tyson is a convicted rapist, Jake Paul. You can't sit on your fucking high horse about women when you face sexual assault charges and you just fought a convicted rapist in your last fight, Jake. Let's tell the truth, bro. You were going to lose your shirt on that fight, Jake. Because people are sick of your fucking YouTube. Nobody wanted to see that fucking fight. That fight was garbage and everybody knew it. The tickets weren't selling. And now magically, you got a one-on-one connection with a girl that's giving you inside information about a lawsuit she filed against a guy that you're talking shit about. Man, if I'm Gervonta Davis, bro, I'm investigating the shit out of all of y'all. And by the way, let me tell you something else. The way you media dudes are doing this shit, you guys are actually selling Jake Paul's replacement fight. Let me tell you something else. You guys are selling Jake Paul's replacement fight. I thought that Jake Paul was a garbage boxer. All of a sudden, you guys want Gervonta Davis replaced by Edgar Berlanga. You want him replaced by Francis Ngannou. You want him replaced by Ryan Garcia. You want him replaced by everybody. I thought the fight was garbage, Mike Coppinger. Now all of a sudden the replacement fight is great. You guys are some frauds, stone cold fucking frauds. And if this shit does not result in criminal cases, if I'm Gervonta, I swear to God, I'm fucking with you niggas. Like, I know Gervonta got enough money to get you niggas. I know they do. There's no fucking way Jake Paul knows that Gervonta Davis was sober. Also, how does Jake Paul know there's a tape if the lawsuit itself says that there is no videotape evidence? It says that it happened in the VIP room where there was no cameras. So how in the world did you see this videotape, Jake Paul? And who sent you the videotape, Jake Paul? And why didn't you release the video, Jake Paul? You're a fucking fraud, Jake Paul. And all of you Negroes in the media, y'all are Ray Jackson, you a fucking, you know what it is. Y'all sellouts. Nigga starts heckling me, bro. Don't do that shit. Don't heckle me, dog. Nah, bro. You can't have a secret recording. The lady herself said that there is no video evidence. That is in the actual lawsuit, that there is no video evidence. So how does Jake Paul know of the video evidence if the girl herself doesn't have the video evidence? How? Can we get to court, please? Do you see why I say, can we please get to court, please? So we can have rules of evidence. So we can have T. Orlando on this side and we can have somebody else on that side. He said TMZ would have played that on demand. TMZ would already have it. TMZ would have bought the tape already and the shit would have been all over the place. But Jake Paul knows he was sober and knows there's a tape of him punching his girlfriend in the face. There's tape of him punching his girlfriend in the face. And he wasn't even drunk. Let me tell you something, man. That is why we need a court of law, please. Every person that does not want a black man lynched on the side of a street because people just know he did it. We talk so bad about the Klan. We talk so bad about people that lynch black people. But y'all are willing to do it. Y'all are willing to do it. Y'all talk about that. You ain't about it. He said that shit would have went viral if it was true. TMZ has everything. Of course TMZ does. Let me tell you what TMZ does. TMZ has a hotline for anybody that wants to get any type of videotape. They can sell it straight to them. And they'll put it out. There's no tape on TMZ. You just got Jake Paul claiming there is. Bro, if you ain't telling, dog, seriously, man, y'all some. Let me get back to you guys, man, for a second, bro, because I'm not going to talk on here all day. Man, Mike Coppinger is mad that Gervonta Davis still has fans. Listen to what this guy writes about Gervonta Davis. And you tell me that this is not personal, bro. You tell me that this is not personal with this guy. You guys, you white boys, let me tell you something, man. I love America, but you racist white boys, I can't stand you. You racist white boys, I can't fucking stand you. Always out here trying to fucking play around, trying to fix shit, trying to get the competitive advantage. That's what you guys do, bro. And you make me fucking sick. Okay? I don't usually call y'all out because I ain't usually in the business of calling y'all out because I don't really care about what y'all do, honestly. But at the same time, bro, you racist white boys get on my fucking nerves. Mike Coppinger's a racist white boy. That's all he fucking is. And I don't give a fuck about Sean Vitale either. Get that nigga enough money, he's going to sell your ass out too. Like, seriously, bro. Y'all are throwing this motherfucker you throwing Gervonta under the bus for this guy, Ray. Did you sell your channel, Ray? How much money they pay you for that channel, Ray? I'm for real, bro. I don't even mind you, bro. I know you're working as a truck driver. You working. Hey, man, everybody got to earn a living, bro. I would shut my ass up, and before I do some cornball shit like that, bro, I would shut the fuck up and drive my forklift. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, bro. No, all I got to do is say it loud enough. Somebody's going to invest you. I don't have to investigate people. All I got to do is say it loud enough. If I say it, they're going to investigate you. And I'm not talking about the law, nigga. You nigga, I already know. We already know what time you on. You crooks. You crooks. Bunch of crooks trying to run Gervonta Davis's name down, bro. And then you want to blame him. And then look at this shit. They want to, first of all, Jake was going to get his ass kicked because Jake sucks. Anyway, they want to shit on Gervonta, big up Jake Paul like he's a fucking hero. A dude that has been accused of sexual assault himself, that just fought a dude raging, babe, bro. You some fake ass women, bro. And here, let me talk about you women for a second. Y'all some fake ass broads, bro. Okay, I'm gonna be real on boxing, women in boxing. Y'all some fucking frauds. Y'all ain't no fucking different than the dudes. Okay? Y'all moving the same way as them corny ass dudes are moving. Yeah, you are. You moving the same corny ass way they moving. Bunch of fucking liars, bro. If this man is gonna go down, let this kid go down off what he does. If he goes down, let him go down off what happens in a court of law. Not what's going on in a YouTube echo chamber, you piece of shit, Mike Coppinger. You are a worthless worm, Mike Coppinger. You're not worth nothing, bro. You're not worth shit, Mike Coppinger. If your ass gets hit by a bus, nigga, somebody's gonna throw a fucking party, you piece of shit. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all are pieces of shit, bro. Y'all are pieces of shit for what you do to people. This man does not even get to go to court. The man went to court on accusations before and they dismissed him. You don't give him any credit for having his charges dismissed. None. You guys give him no credit for the fact that a woman accused him and it was dismissed. Last time I checked, that means he won that. Last time I checked, when somebody accuses you of something, a court looks into the fact and says no charges here. Last time I checked, that means you won something, Mike Coppinger. That means the girl accused him of something and the court said that there wasn't enough evidence. That's what that is. You all want to say because you're accused, you're guilty. You guys are pieces of shit. Mike Coppinger, you're a piece of shit. Ray, that bullshit you're pulling, you better never get before the police. You better never get in front of the police. Ever. Because you ain't famous enough for them not to shoot. You ain't famous enough like Terrence Crawford, where they know your name and they decide not to pull the trigger. If that wasn't Terrence Crawford and that cop didn't know who he was, Terrence Crawford could have been a dead man. That's what black people go through in the United States, you fucking Uncle Toms. And you're selling this man down the river. You're not even letting him go to court. I could understand if he got convicted. I could understand if he got convicted. If he got sentenced to jail for rape, I could hear it. I could see you guys doing it because you would be right. But you want to give Victor Conte chances. You want Victor Conte to run all of the fucking PEDs. I took my medicine. I took my blood pressure medicine. I hate you niggas, man. I can't stand you Uncle Toms. I can't stand it. You guys will throw a black man under the bus and then claim, oh, what are we going to do for George Floyd? What are we going to do for George Floyd? We need protests for George Floyd, but you wouldn't raise a hand to help George Floyd if you were there. George Floyd, nobody lifted a finger to help George Floyd while he was on that ground. Everybody got to say something after he's dead. You guys are so selective about who you think deserves to be treated fairly. You guys are making the argument and acting like Gervonta Davis doesn't even deserve the same rights as another U.S. citizen does. He has the right to be charged. He has the right to a day in court. Like everybody else, you scumbags. Like everybody else, you scumbags. Just like when they raided Top Rank. The FBI raided Top Rank. Didn't Bob Arum deserve his day in court? Yes, he did. But Gervonta don't deserve no day in court. You niggas all of a sudden want to be Judge Judy. All y'all acting like Judge Judy out here convicting this man in the streets. Have no proof whatsoever. And even the things that you point to are in his favor. This man has been accused 2 times. And both times it was thrown out. But you just think the 3rd time's a charm, huh? Oh, he got accused. We know he did it. Oh, you know that's Tank. Oh, you know Tank. That's Tank. You know Tank did that. Oh, yeah, my son didn't do it, but Tank did it. Oh, yeah. Who is this? Who's accused? Oh, Tank. Yeah, Tank did it. Devin, though? Oh, no, Devin didn't do it. Oh, no, Devin would never do that. Ain't that right, man? You fucking phony from the south side of Chicago, nigga. You fucking fraud. You couldn't touch me with nothing. With nothing. Nothing. Not even your imagination, homeboy. You couldn't touch me with your imagination. All of a sudden, you are on the other side of the street all of a sudden. All y'all miraculously turned on Tank. Y'all ain't getting no money. Y'all ain't getting no money. They ain't buying your little sorry ass Twitter page that ain't gonna make no money. Jokesters. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all for not letting a young black man have his day in court. If you're a racist white boy, good for you. I understand. If you're a tether that thinks bad about black Americans and don't want black Americans to do well because y'all really want to be us, man, stop giving Tank advice, bro. You know what Tank need to do? Tank needs to call a lawyer, bro. That's what Tank needs to do. Tank needs to call a lawyer. Because if he's innocent and he finds out that Jake Paul had any conversations with that lady, which he knows he did, I'm going to sue him. I'm going to sue the shit out of Jake Paul. Trust me, he is definitely going to settle. What Gervonta needs is a lawyer and a private investigator. That's what he needs. Gervonta just needs a lawyer and some private investigators. And I'm interviewing Aiden Ross. Mr. Y'all niggas think because you on TV, niggas won't snatch your ass up. I'm asking Aiden Ross. I'm suing Aiden Ross. I'm suing Jake Paul. I'm going to put, you think Bill Haney suing niggas? I'm going to have a whole law firm suing every single solitary one of you. And I'm going to get my money out of Jake Paul's ass if I did not do this. Now, if Tank did it, Tank need to shut up. But if Tank don't do it, if Tank didn't do it, I'm getting a private investigator and I'm getting a whole fucking law firm. And I'm suing Jake Paul. I'm suing Aiden Ross for playing that shit on his. I'm going to sue Aiden Ross for giving Jake Paul the platform to lie on me. Yeah, I am. And I'm going to tie your ass up in court for years. Yeah, I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm hiring a perp. If I didn't do it. Now, let me be real clear. If Gervonta Davis did it, Gervonta Davis needs to pay that girl some money if he can pay her and shut the fuck up and leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? If you did it. If you didn't do it, get your ass in a private attorney. Get you in a, obviously you got attorneys, but get a private investigator and start investigating Jake Paul. I would investigate Jake Paul and I would sue Jake Paul. And if Jake Paul had any, if Jake Paul got anything to do with it, I'm suing his ass. I am, because he lied on me. Gervonta, it would be okay if you just pulled out of the fight, Jake. But Jake, you crossed the line. Jake, you started lying. You started saying things that you don't know. Jake, you cannot, in front of millions of people, Jake Paul, say that Gervonta Davis was sober when you don't know that. That's defamation for sure. You know why? Because you are harming his reputation and he has legitimate damages associated with it, Jake. If you said that Gervonta did this while he was sober, how do you know that? You know that you're lying, Jake, because there's no way for you to know that, Jake. I'm suing your ass for defamation, bro. And trust you me, Jake has had 3 sexual assault accusations. I'm telling you now, if Gervonta did it, hey, man, you did it. So get some mental health, get some therapy, bro, and go move to fucking Atlanta. Go move to take your money and go move to fucking Alaska or some shit. If you actually did it. See, if you actually did it, then take your L's. You know what I mean? Then Tank got to take his L. He fucked up. He fucked up a big bag. He did some shit that's going to cost him a lot of money. He just got to sit back. He just got to sit back and think, okay, I got to change my life. If you did it. But if you didn't do it, I'm telling you, bro, I am suing Jake Paul for everything his ass got. Because he committed defamation of character against you, Gervonta. Defamation of character. Because he said something he knew was not true. He said that there was a videotape out there. Listen to me. Listen to me. He said, Gervonta, that there's a videotape of you punching your girlfriend in the face. If that videotape does not exist, that is defamation for sure. Defamation for sure. And you have $40 million in damages that you can sue him for. I'm telling you, just for that lie. Just for the lie he told in front of Aiden Ross. I'm telling you, Gervonta, if you didn't do this, and Jake Paul said that he had you on videotape punching your girlfriend in the face, if that is not true, sue Jake Paul for defamation, and you will win, and you will win big. You will make that man issue a public apology. But if it is on tape, keep your mouth shut and don't play the game. See, I'm not angry, man, Fanon. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not angry. I'm sorry. Can somebody unblock him? I didn't mean to do that. It is, yeah, exactly. He said he might have a defamation case if he didn't see the tape. That's my point. He might have a defamation case if he did not see the tape. And he said the tape is out there. That's why I'm saying, if that tape is not real, bro, I'm going at Jake. Because you know they don't want it to go to court. Because if they go to court, he has to publicly admit what he did. And then bro's going to take all his money. It's a $40 million. That's what I see. Now, I would call a lawyer myself, Tank. I would. I would start, and I'm telling you, bro, I would start, man, I'm telling you, bro, these niggas opened litigation, bro. These niggas ain't got no muscle. You can sue them because they got no muscle. None of these dudes, bro, none of these boxing niggas can break. Let me get rid of some fear here, okay? None of these boxing guys can bust a grape. Let me repeat this. None of these guys can bust a grape. There is no ramifications coming back at you. There is no ramifications coming back at you from pressing them. Trust me. They have absolutely nothing. That's why they have to rely on Turkey al-Sheikh and Saudi Arabia to front these guys. They have no money. They have no connections. They're probably going broke. I am thoroughly convinced that this nigga, that Jake Paul was going to lose his shirt on his fight and was looking for a way out because you were not able to scalp those tickets. Hey, if the tape was real, we would have seen it, bro. How much more money the tape would make? TMZ is paying for that tape. I mean, you would think so, right? You would think so, right? But I don't know. I'm going to be fair to people, man. I'm going to be fair. Dude, I don't care about a restraining order, boy. Anybody can get a restraining order. Shut up. I don't care if you got a restraining order. Who cares? Gervonta, Devin Haney's girlfriend had a restraining order against him. Any woman that says you did something to her is going to be able to get a restraining order. Who fuck cares, bro? I'm serious, man. I hope you guys are all accused of some shit. If you've never been accused of something that you didn't do, bro, and to sit there and watch a bunch of people that know damn well you didn't do what they say you did lie on you like that, bro, y'all are just a bunch of fucking liars, bro. Hey, what's going on, Keisha? Jake Paul, new tank, was a threat. That's why he backed out the fight. He was going to get hurt, bro. Jake Paul was going to lose money on that fight, man. Exactly. This means you can't talk. East of the river said they ain't been through that fire, OG. Yeah, bro. Y'all ain't never had a bunch of people putting a bunch of accusations. But you know what the funny thing is, East of the river? That's what the YouTube boxing community does all the time. That's all they fucking do is put accusations on people. Blue Blood puts a bunch of fucking accusations on people. Whole bunch of niggas. Fucking Mike Coppinger puts accusations on people. Bill Haney puts on accusations on people all day, every fucking day. That's all you niggas do is put accusations on people. The question is just what accusation is going to be made today? What is the accusation that you're going to make today? Man, if that tape don't come out, bro, Jake, let me put it this way. If I was a rich white boy, let me say this. Fanon, you've been a little accused of bullshit you don't know. What do you say, Fanax? Till you've been accused of bullshit, don't know. Exactly, facts. Until you've been accused of bullshit, you don't know. Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, every one of you black people that care about honest black people getting treated fairly, you guys are joining a white boy witch hunt. You fucking Uncle Toms. You guys are joining a white boy witch hunt. You guys are paid by white boys in a white boy witch hunt. And much love to all the white boys out there. This ain't no hate speech. I'm just saying. You guys are towing the line with these guys, man, for a couple bucks, bro. But then again, I don't believe you are really, I don't believe y'all. Y'all know y'all always dreamed of being, what's that guy's name? Stephen A. Smith. All y'all got dreams of being Stephen A. Smith. Oh, I can be the one everybody wants to talk to, and I can move the needle. Hey, well, shout out to the white girls, though. I'm just telling you, bro, you guys are joining these guys in a witch hunt, bro. We don't believe you. And, bro, watch this shit. Listen to it. Look how mad they are. Hold on. Watch this. Look at this, bro. Look what Mike Coppinger tweeted, bro. You want to know the Tank is a big boy? Nice series, bro. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is a sad, jealous man. Or actually, the guys are getting paid because I know, Woody, you just want your enemies not to do well. I want my enemies not to do well. Even though I'm Mike Coppinger and I got fired by ESPN. Even though Mike Tyson, even though ESPN fired all of you clowns because you suck at your jobs. Hey, man, can we talk about how all these clowns get fired by ESPN? ESPN, these fucking buffoons, but they're not jealous of Tank. All of your supers, let me tell you how much money you done lost for you Negroes, bro. Shakur Stevenson will never be a star ever. Abdullah Mason, man, Terrence Crawford ain't no star. You guys are just making shit up and trying to slick talk upper level executives out of their money. You guys don't want to sell fight tickets. You want to scam off senior level executives. That's what you do. Let's tell the truth, bro. Ever since you guys wanted to get rid of Don King and you guys really couldn't sell any tickets, you guys don't want to sell out stadiums. You guys want slush funds from upper level executives. That's all you want. And that boot-licking Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the worst of them all. Man, Floyd Mayweather Jr., you are the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. You my God, you boot-licking something or other. Jesus, bro. Nah, bro, that shit's made up, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck about Terrence, bro. That shit is hype. That's made up, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck about Terrence, bro. Terrence is not no big star, bro. Fuck up out of here. You can try that shit all you want. You can put him on as many pictures as you want. You can have throw as many baseballs and basketballs as you want. Terrence Crawford is not some big major star. He's the guy that you're trying to promote. And that's a big fucking difference. Bud Crawford is the one, like I said, that always wants to be up underneath the booty cheeks of a white boy. Much love to the white boys. Firmly placed up underneath the nutsack of a rich white man. Floyd Mayweather Jr. to be placed up underneath the nutsack of a rich white man, bro. Oh, I just want to let you know, Israel. Shout out to Israel. I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know, Israel, that I'll always love you. I'll always love you. When you don't have a voice, to speak, Floyd Mayweather will always be there for you billionaires. All you rich billionaires that don't have a voice, I'll be the voice for you billionaires. I don't want to be the voice for broke niggas, but I'll be the voice of rich billionaire white boys. I want to be the rich white boy. Can I be with you, rich white boys? I want to be the voice of the uplifted. Floyd don't want to be the voice of the downtrodden. You tap dancing, boopity doop doop doop. Floyd, you are whack. Nothing you did is worth nothing. Boy, you're gonna die one day, dog. You realize you don't have that much time left on earth, bro. And you're gonna be like Victor Conti, bro. Don't nobody give a F about Victor Conti being gone. You are the biggest bootlicker I've ever seen in my life, Floyd. You are the biggest bootlicking Negro I've ever seen in my life. You want to be, I just want me, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Money May. I'll be the voice of all the billionaires. Because as we know, Israel doesn't have anybody supporting Israel. Nobody supports Israel. It isn't like 99% of the U.S. Congress and Senate support them. It ain't like they don't have they can't do whatever the fuck they want to do wherever they go. It ain't like anybody's doing anything about the goddamn genocide that took place. But I just want to be the voice of the downtrodden genociders. My God, man. Floyd, you are a boot-licking scumbag, bro. And I don't care about, let me tell you something, man. Don't nobody respect your stacks of money, dog. You can't even spend that shit, you ignorant moron. How can you spend all those stacks of cash, dummy? Are you going to the strip club, you old ass nigga? You still going to the strip club, Floyd? You still looking for love in your life, bro? Why you keep showing off stacks of dough, bro? Why don't you do like everybody else that's rich and show off your credit card, bro? Because that's what you use. You don't use all that cash. You're just doing it to try to impress people, you lonely, miserable little nigga. Hey, he said, Conti gone. That's it. That's all. No need for feelings. Exactly. Oh, man, phenomenal Newt. What up, man? He said, yo, Newt, Floyd got to pay them debts back to them boys over there. Yeah, he do. Hey, Floyd, you should have stuck with the people that brought you there. Floyd, you should have stuck with the people that brought you to the party. All y'all want to have somebody bring you to the party, and then you want to leave with the popular people in the party. Leave with the girl you came with, man. Leave with the girl you came with. But Don King used to do that shit. Eventually, it caught up with Don King. No loyalty at all. Jeep Red Boy in the building. What up, Jeep Red Boy? Fanon, you hear about the plane that crashed in Louisville yesterday? No, I didn't. Wow. Rest in peace, man. Wow. UPS plane crashes near Louisville, Kentucky airport, at least 9 kills, others industry. Wow. Wow. Oh, man, rest in peace, man. That's crazy. You know we from there, bro. Wow. UPS plane, that's crazy, bro. Look, bro, I'm telling you, I'm just talking to you straight, bro. The way that I was raised, bro, I was raised during the Black Power movement. Like I was raised on supporting black people, bro. I support black people. Man, I can't stand you, Uncle. I don't like you climbers. But you know what's going to happen with Gervonta? Gervonta is going to be good in life. I'm going to put it out there in the universe for Gervonta. Gervonta Davis is going to live to an old age. He's going to have beautiful kids. He's always going to have money. He's always going to be taken care of because Gervonta Davis is a good guy, man. That's what I think. And if my people got anything to do with it, bro, he's always going to be good. Okay? And you guys can be mad all you want. Turkey's going to leave sooner or later. Man, Floyd is not Donald Trump's friend. Donald Trump don't even like black people. Donald Trump, hey, man, let me tell you something, man. You guys want to get out the ghetto when you really should stay there and make it better. Because really, there's nowhere to go. When you get out of that hood and you move into the rich neighborhoods, you're still going to have the same stuff. You're still going to have it. If you're a jackass, you're still going to have jackass shit happen to you. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of people in the hood that are way better people than you, Floyd. There are people that never got out of the hood, bro, that are better people than you, Floyd. People that will never be known, never been on TV, bro, but they're better people than you, Floyd. You supporting what those people are doing over there, bro. You climb and get put up to the top of where you are for black people. And your job is not to support and uplift black people. Your job is to uplift and support people that are oftentimes their enemy. Man, shame on you, Floyd. I mean, Floyd, for real, bro. That bootlicking shit is not no champ, bro. You're no Muhammad Ali, bro. I'm not Muhammad Ali's kid. I don't know. I ain't gonna do like Layla Ali and act like I'm gonna speak for somebody I never met. But I guess Layla Ali did meet him, but Layla Ali don't know him. Dude, I'm pretty sure Muhammad Ali would have never done that. And I'm pretty sure that the same people that you're propping up, that you love so much, Floyd, are the people that hated Muhammad Ali. That's why you hate Muhammad Ali. You're trying to you hate Muhammad Ali and you're trying to buddy up the people that tried to ruin him. So you can be a big man, Floyd, and you can still fly around the world in your plane you don't own. Fly around in that plane you don't own, because there ain't no way, buddy, that you got that much money. You know how amazing it is that these people be acting like they own 4 jets and they sit there with these pilots that are always there on their beck and call? Bullshit. What you have is you have access to that plane. You have access to that plane, and you call and you can use that plane when you pay for it, because you're not stupid, Floyd. You're not going to have a $15 million jet sitting there with you paying for it all the time. You're paying the upkeep on it. You're paying all of the maintenance on it. You might be paying $1 million a month in maintenance. But that's your plane, right? Yesterday, bro. Yeah, Floyd, everybody was born yesterday, bro. We've never heard of a lease. Hey, Floyd, nobody's ever heard of leasing cars before. Nobody's ever heard of leasing mansions before. You know what business people oftentimes, they don't buy those cars, they lease them. So when the time is over, they don't have to pay all the repairs on that. Floyd, you act like you own everything that you have. But maybe if you wouldn't have bought everything you had, maybe you wouldn't be having to suck up to them niggas like that. Virgil Wimley said, there is zero reason to own a jet. Just lease it when you need it. Exactly, bro. Cass is leasing. They're leasing, and that's expensive. But, bro, it's like $30,000 to lease it. I know you're taking a tax deduction, Floyd. Floyd trying to get that shit written off his taxes, bro. Anyway, man, like I said, bro, I ain't got a lot of love for Floyd, man, with pulling that move, bro. I don't have no love for niggas to pull that type of shit, bro. This generation is cooked. The court of public opinion matters more than actual courts. Tank's guilty until proven innocent. He's convicted by the public before the facts come out. Is really sad. Man, let me tell you, Knockout. He's it's gonna be interesting to see. Because honestly, I think these guys are a fucking echo chamber. I have never seen a sexual assault allegation prevent a fighter that doesn't go to jail from exceeding. They convicted. That's what they do. It is what it is. You guys can go to jail, or I don't care, bro. I'm serious, bro. I don't care. I know full well y'all are some dumbasses. But, it is what it is. Oh, he's definitely being sabotaged. Gervonta Davis been sabotaged for years. All I'm waiting for is the arrest. That's what I'm waiting on. When they arrest Gervonta Davis. Because according to y'all, Gervonta Davis just got punished for $40 million by Jake Paul. Hey, man, you know what this reminds me of, man? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of people that will say that they would have donated money to you if you had not. It's $1 million a year to make. Bro, you got to have a full staff with that shit, bro. Man, stop, Floyd. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I heard the DOG got an inquiry about the snack program. 2 cents. Let me tell you, 2 cents. You're not going to believe this. You're really not going to believe this, 2 cents. But I swear it's true. I will get these niggas indicted. Let me repeat. Bro, all these dudes are going to get. Bro, they're going to get indicted because they're crooks. Like, man, let me tell you something. If there was a dope dealer down your street that you know is selling dope right down at the corner, what do you think is going to eventually happen to that person that's selling that dope down on the corner? Really? Oh, you don't know how true it is? It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Let me tell you something, man. Boxing is such easy money for anybody that wants to put somebody in jail. I'm telling you, man, all you have to do is start with boxing. And you're going to wind up in the music industry. You're going to wind up in the NBA. You're going to win in the NFL. You're going to wind up in everything when you start in boxing. Because boxing is the wild, wild west. So that's where all the criminals are. I bet you money. Every criminal crook in the NBA is also trying to get crooked money out of boxing. Because it's easier to get crooked money out of boxing than it is to get it out of baseball, basketball, or football. So, this is to all my attorneys, all of the people that I'm telling you, I've been doing a case study on this. Any crook in the United States you can find through boxing. Let me repeat this. Any and every crook of any major significance that you want to find is involved in boxing. Why do you say that, Martin? For the same reason that every crook wants to get into music. Let me repeat. It is the same reason that all these crooks get into music. Because it's a low barrier of entry. All I have to do to get into boxing is go grab an 18-year-old kid, put some money in his pocket, get him to sign a contract, and I'm going to own his ass for the rest of his career. Just like the guy that signed Terrence Crawford got 10% of Terrence Crawford's purses the entire time he was signed up with Top Rank. So for all of you aspiring criminal investigators, I promise you, if you're looking for a crime, start in boxing and work out. Which means find any and everybody in boxing and investigate any and everybody in boxing, and you're eventually going to find every fucking crook that is in music, that is in basketball, baseball, football, rugby, welfare scams. Let's also laugh at you welfare scams that cannot get over on these welfare scams right now. Hey man, can I ask you guys a question? Ask you guys for your opinion on something that just crossed my mind? Can you put a 1 in the chat if I can ask you something that just crossed my mind? Are welfare checks going through right now? Are welfare checks being paid by the United States right now? I heard there's a government shutdown, which means that people are not getting their welfare checks, right? Is that right? You scumbags? Not you. I'm not calling y'all scumbags. I'm talking about the fucking scumbags I'm about to get to. It's true, right? Okay. Guess what? You guys can't run your ticket scams. You can't run your ticket scams because you don't have any welfare money to start your scam off with. Let me help you guys out. All you lawyers that want to be investigators, all you investigators, listen to me here. Somebody said no checks coming. EBT and federal workers aren't getting paid. Does that mean that does that mean that money is not getting in the hands of these people that sell that shit? Does that mean that it's that much harder to run welfare scams right now? So all you guys in the hood, they pay people money for those EBT cards and start your scams off with EBT cards, and you flip that EBT money into some real money, and then you flip that real money into maybe a little drug, or maybe you take that EBT money and you put it on a fixed poker game or something like that. Or maybe you guys pool all your money and you buy these fucking tickets and you say, bro, everybody knows that your scams start with government checks. Hey, is that why you canceled the fight, Jake? Because you couldn't. Hey, I'm just wondering. Is that why y'all went through this? Because you couldn't scam? Because y'all couldn't do welfare scams? Like, seriously. You guys are a bunch of fucking cheats and thieves. Okay? And my channel, because you can't. Let me say this. Because I want to say this very clearly. I can say these things because none of you pussies can touch me. And you already found out you can't touch me. And you know what can happen. So I can say this very freely that I want you guys to be investigated. Yes, I do. Because I think you guys are crooks. And I bet you if I scratch a lie, I find a thief. Has anybody ever heard scratch a lie, find a thief? Scratch a lie, find a thief. I think I caught you lying, Jake Paul. I know I caught Blue Blood lying. I know Turkey Al-Sheikh be lying. I know Eddie be lying. Scratch a lie, find a thief. Let me say that again. Old school wisdom. Scratch a lie, and you will find a thief. It is very clear that Jake Paul is lying about knowing that Gervonta Davis was sober when this alleged attack took place. We know he can't know that. More than likely, he also does not know about that tape because the lady herself says there's no tape. Scratch a lie, find a thief. Scratch a lie, find a thief. What are you stealing? I already know you're a liar. I'm only wondering what you're stealing. I already found out what y'all niggas was stealing. I already found out what you little peons was stealing. You stealing money out of the fighter's hand. You are charging the fighter to get a fight set up. You are charging the network for getting a fight set up. Even though you're not getting in a ring, you're getting paid. So you're running around trying to get more of those paychecks, trying to get your fighter on that card. And you're willing to do anything, legal and otherwise, to get that done. Tank needs a private investigator, probably 5 of them. Tank, hire about 5 private investigators. If you didn't do it. If you didn't do it. If you did, I can't tell you enough, Tank. If you did it, shut up, pay the girl what she asked for, and go fight somebody else and let it keep pushing. And pray you don't get criminal charges. Okay? And then go see some therapy. If you did it. If you didn't do it, oh, I would not let these guys slide. They think you're dumb, Tank. Let me tell you what they think you are, Tank. They think you're uneducated street nigga. And as a result, you're going to act like that. Bill Haney, once he was exposed as having absolutely no street muscle whatsoever, let me repeat. Listen to me, Tank. You remember when Bill Haney used to act like he was a big street dude, that he could roll up on people, that he could do this, that he could do that? Well, there was somebody, we don't know who that is, that exposed that he has absolutely zero muscle. That he is nothing but a peon for other people that he reports to. But once everybody knew that Bill Haney was no hellified street Negro, bro, he don't got no muscle, bro. He says he's 50-0 in the street. The only nigga 50-0 in the street is a snitch. Let me repeat. The only person that's 50-0 in the street is a snitch. Bill Haney is not in the street. Bill is a fucking con man. That's what pimps are. Pimps are con men. Anyway, Bill is nothing to be feared whatsoever. So what did Bill start doing? Bill started suing people. That's what he did. Once everybody knew, Gabe Rosado said it. Gabe Rosado was like, Bill, you ain't shit. You need a bodyguard. That's what Rosado said. He's like, you ain't shit. You need a bodyguard. After that, he starts suing everybody. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, he's a real nigga in the court of law. You know what I mean? Before, oh, you better not do it. He may come get you. Oh, don't say something. They gonna send somebody after you. You know, Bill a hellified street nigga. Bill a hellified street nigga. He a hellified street nigga. Bill is a con man, is what Bill is. Bill is a con man. Bill is a con man. Y'all are a bunch of fucking con men, bro. You got no muscle. Don't nobody give a fuck about you in the street. Don't nobody care. But what did you do, though? Y'all managed to tear down the Gambino crime family. Hey, man. Who do you think can get the entire New York mafia indicted? Seriously. All y'all did is get, with your snitching asses, the entire New York mafia investigate. All of them are under investigation and an indictment, man. Bill moves to New York City, and all of a sudden, the entire mafia in New York City is under an indictment. Bill is a snitch, bro. Bill ain't no 50-0, bro. Guy, if you any more than 5 gunfights in the you're dead. Okay, you're not getting past 5 gunfights. Let's be real. There are people. Man, it's professional listening to tell a brother I love it. Oh, hey, thank you, man. Levy Rockwell, Bill down come down here to Baltimore talking that street BS, end up in a vacant home. Bro, that dude you saw, I know Billy Bob. Man, let me tell you what Bill said to me one time, bro. Bill a con man, bro. Bill is a goddamn con man, bro. Let me tell you what Bill said to me, bro. Because I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm connected as shit. And y'all know it. So don't act like you don't know it. I ain't got to fake it. Nigga, I know everybody. And everybody knows me. All right? Let me repeat this. I know all these niggas know me. And I know these. Bill Haney got on my channel one time, bro. Fernand, you said the Gambino. You forgot about the Genovese and Bonanno. Yeah, man. Dude, these clowns got the entire New York Mafia indicted. You guys are not going to live long. Y'all, let me put it. Hey, bro, y'all really think that it is coincidental that Victor Conti's ass is gone right after all these dudes got indicted? These California niggas ran all these scams with these New York niggas, and they were running these gambling games, and they got busted because you guys think you're so slick. You think you're a made man. You think you're protected. You're not protected, okay? Let me tell you, all of you guys that start dealing with these low-level mafia people, and they say, just because you know they committed crimes and they know the police, dude, they're only waiting until somebody that wants you arrested says to arrest you, bro. They are not untouchable. None of them. There is not an Italian mafia member that's untouchable. None of these niggas is untouchable, bro. They're just untouchable by you. Hell, man, of course he got killed. Of course he got killed. Of course he got killed. I want to know why he was walking outside. The second Big U got arrested, his son was dead. I'm telling you, bro. You niggas are, I'm telling you, bro. Y'all going to see some people come up missing. And they're going to be people that you're like, damn, I wonder what happened to this dude. Like, damn, I ain't seen this nigga on my page in a long time. No, seriously, bro. Y'all gonna be like, damn, man, where old boy been? Hey, unadulterated truth, what up? Been a while, bro. Hope you and the family are great, man. We good. I remember when Bill tried to name drop some dude in DC dude, and Gary Russ had never heard of dude. That's what I was talking about, bro. Look, Bill starts going about I know Skippy and Freddie and Johnny and Willie Mack. I know, hey man, when you go to Chicago, hey man, I know all the ballers in Chicago. I know Freddie G. I know Teddy Flip'ems. I know Johnny Two Eyes. I know he listed all these fake ass names, bro, of all his connections in the street, bro. Man, if you don't stop, bro. Is Bill not a made man? His street connections has reached? No, come on, man, bro. No, he's not a made man. No, he's not a made man. No, he's not a made man. He's a con man and a snitch, Rick. No, my personal opinion is Bill is nothing but a con man and a snitch. Just like you wonder why Victor Conti can do what he does and never got arrested, because I believe he's a con man and a snitch. Let me tell you what happens with con men and snitches. The government will give you money. They will set you up in a house. They will give you everything you need to play your role. Let me repeat. When you're a snitch, the government is going to give you everything you need to do your work. You think people are dumb? They're only going to buy massive amounts of drugs from people that have big houses. They're only going to buy them from the people that can actually get it. So they do a deal with you 4 or 5 times. And, oh, yeah, I'm the plug. And they keep plugging you and plugging you and plugging you. They're living in the mansion. The police ain't coming to get them because they work for the police. What do you think, bro? You know what I'm saying? You guys ain't from Chicago. Boy, you don't know mafia. Hey, say Grand Right. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all have no clue. You know what I'm saying? You guys are, please. Anybody that is, man, let me tell you the top ranked niggas for fucking informants. Snoop Dogg. Okay, I'll tell you everybody that I think could be an informant. Snoop Dogg. LeBron James. Snoop Dogg, LeBron James. Who else is probably a fucking snitch? Bob Johnson. Bob Johnson. Who else is a snitch? Any black CEO of a major Fortune 500 company, that's a snitch too. Most of the black people that you're told to look up to, probably snitches. Jay-Z, come on. Hey, you know I had to have LeBron catch a stray, dog. Nah, for real, man. When I was a kid, let me tell you, bro. When I was in high school, bro, Nevin will attest to this. Does anybody know what a narc is? Please tell me if you know what a narc is. A narc. A narcotics officer. Brother, when I was in high school, there was a guy named Lee that was there, bro. Bro, Lee had a sister that lived with him. Lee had a sister that lived with him, a brother that lived with him. But for some reason, this nigga looked like he was 25 years old, bro. Man, these cats were like, he a narc, he a narc, he a narc, he a narc, he a narc. Bro, my high school was on the lookout for narcs, bro. We had narcs in the school. People that were like the whole 50210, bro, trying to catch the parents of these drug dealers, man. Bro, I grew up in Lombard, Illinois, bro. Man, that is the Mafia Central, bro. Let me tell you, bro, I know a snitch when I see a snitch. And them niggas are snitches, bro. Hey, bro, you know, most of them trying to set your ass up, bro. Aiden Ross, all these guys with all these big money contracts that they make stars out of that got no talent whatsoever, bro. Anyway, bro, like I said, the surveillance is real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Homelands. Hey, can somebody say Homeland Security? Hey, can somebody put the name Homeland Security in the... Hey, man, has anybody ever heard of Homeland? Oh, Roland Martin for sure. Roland Martin is a Roland Martin for sure. Roland Martin for sure. Man, I can't wait to go by Chicago, bro. He said, Fernandez stepping on next today. Hell yeah. You know why, Lori? Because they can't touch me. Shout out to FEMA Region 5. Lori, I can do it. I'm going to say it because I can do it, bro. Number one, I'm telling you, investigate these niggas. They investigate them, man. Investigate. Do not stop. Hey, boxing is the dirtiest sport that there is. And it has the dirtiest scumbags that there is. And there is heavy. Let me say this way. There's a lot of peon mafia involvement. Let me repeat. There's a lot of peon organized crime involvement. I'm putting the peon on there, okay? Because trust you me, the real players don't really care about boxing and all of that shit. They ain't trying to get money out of these boxers' pocket. Those are the low level, street level dudes trying to get a come up. The real guys don't care about that, bro. They don't care about it. That's all these guys are, bro. That's all you are. And I love it because you're going to go to jail. Let me repeat. You're going to go to jail. And I don't care if you're, and guess what? We will put federal informants in jail. Just so you know, we can, and I'm using that word on purpose, we can get federal informants imprisoned. Absolutely. Do you know that there are certain people that can call and they can revoke your deal? As soon as they find out that you do anything they didn't like, they can revoke your deal. And on top of it, we can find out your name and we'll just let everybody know who you are. Oh, you know how people do that, right? You know how when you really start talking shit to people and they really don't like you and they got information on you and they decide to leak it? You know how y'all like to do with people? Y'all like to leak shit. When people start leaking shit to the people that you're spying on, how you gonna feel? What you think's gonna happen when you've been snitching on somebody, dry snitching on somebody for 5 years, and they found out that you've been dry snitching on them for 5 years? I already told you I was gonna do that to y'all, and I did it to y'all. And I'm not going anywhere. And I'm not going anywhere. Am I? So, you guys have to understand this. Homeland Security, okay? Once they passed the Patriot Act in 2001, once they had the Patriot Act in 2001, they implemented Homeland Security. Homeland Security allows the federal government and other private agencies to spy on you all the time, everywhere you go. And they have a track of everywhere you went and everything you've done since around the year 2000. And they do not convict people every time they find something out. They don't do that. They only come to you when they think you're worth coming to. I'm going to tell you right now, everything associated with me has been surveilled 24/7 everywhere I go for at least the last 20 years. And I am very upfront about that. There is easily as much security on me as there is on Daniel Kinahan. Only problem is they can't put me in jail. But you better believe, bro, if you said anything about me, said anything, and I mean it, I'm just being honest with you, because you used to think I was snitching. I'm not a snitch. I was under federal investigation for decades. And guess what they had on me? Nothing. Which is why I flew. You, on the other hand, they've got a lot on you, which is why you're snitching. Which is why you're snitching. Aren't you? See, the people that be, the powers that be, knew I didn't snitch. They know I didn't snitch. I sat there for decades, never said anything to anybody, never asked anybody for anything, never did anything. Not y'all, though. Y'all little petty niggas are running around working with low-level mafia dudes, ripping off billionaires like they don't care about their money. We have alerted the billionaires to exactly how you've been stealing their money, exactly how much money of theirs you've been stealing, and now they want their money back. What goes on in the dark will come out into the light, especially when there's a Homeland Security that is absolutely surveilling you 24/7. That's why these guys snitch. Let me help you young criminals out with something. That's why snitching is the new G. You know why snitching is the new shit? Because they already know. That's why they snitch. Because they know that they already know. So they're sitting there with you, trying to bait you into breaking the law so that they can report on you. And when they report on you, they get to keep living that make-believe lifestyle that they're putting up for you. They don't get to stay in the big house unless they bring somebody. They got to bring somebody, bro. The new snitching is the new shit. I'm telling you, snitching is the new shit because they already know you're guilty. So the question is, who's going to tell first? Bill Haney going to tell it first. Bill Haney going to tell it first. I'm telling you right now, he ain't got the stomach. He going to tell it. Oh, y'all don't like this, do you? Hey, y'all don't like this, do you? Just understand, young boxers, when they're talking to you and trying to get you to do slick shit, you are being surveilled. And they're going to know what you did when you do it. So you have to check whether or not that guy is just trying to meet his quota. Because that's what snitches do. Snitches go around and they got to make a quota. They got to find a new drug dealer to get to the DEA. They've got to find they got to find somebody else to get. Otherwise, why? Otherwise, what happens? They start looking at them and want to put them in jail. All you badass criminal niggas that never go to jail. Yeah. Snitches. I hope this live stream was valuable. I hope this was valuable, young people. Because I'm telling you the truth. Yes, I am. They're going to tell you that Martin's crazy and Martin's lying. But you know full well that there's a Homeland Security Act. You know damn well. You know damn well there's a Patriot Act. You know damn well that there is a Homeland Security. You know damn well that these things are true. You know full well that surveillance and snitches are real. But they're going to tell you, close your eyes, don't listen to Martin. Martin's crazy. Martin don't know what he's talking about, even though Martin can do this. Even though Martin can do this live on camera. Yeah, I can. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I can't get you arrested. Oh, we can't get you niggas locked up. Oh, no, we ain't got no pull. Oh, we ain't got no pull. I'm just making it up. Fanon's real name is Hancock, and he's a pedophile from New England. You niggas didn't even know who I was, you idiots. No, people still think you lying? No, they don't think I'm lying, but they keep telling people I'm lying. Let me repeat, bro. No, Phenomenal Show, they know I'm not lying. They know I'm not lying. They know I'm not lying. That's why they got to hire people to come at me. Bro, I'm different, man. Bro, I'm different. I'm different, bro. I'm different, Bill. You know what they used to tell Bill? I already know what they used to tell Bill. Everybody thought I was a nice guy, bro. And y'all all thought somebody told you, oh, Martin's a really nice guy. Oh, Martin is gullible. He's a nice guy. He won't be mad. Don't worry. Martin is a fucking savage. Trust me. Your boy is a fucking savage. And I mean savage in the real sense of the word, bro. Okay, like I said, when you can get presidents elected, when you can get popes named, come talk to me. When you can get mayors elected, matter of fact, let me tell you a story. I was sitting with a Nuke on God, and I said, Nuke, when you running for mayor? Noop said, I don't know. Noop told me. He said, I don't know. Guess who was mayor the next election cycle? My boy. My mentor. I'm sorry, he's not my boy. He's my mentee. I'm not going to tell you the name of the major U.S. city that I got him named mayor of. Huh? Yeah, I did. I said, I want you to be mayor. And I wrote him a check. And he was mayor. Adrian Fenty, I said I want him to be mayor. I wrote him a check, and he was mayor. Kasim Reed, I said I want him to be mayor. I wrote him a check, and he became mayor. Mark Morial, wanted him to be mayor. Wrote him a check. He became mayor. I wanted Barack Obama to be president. He became president. My father is in the U.S., and just so you know, my father is in the Hall of Congress before he died. You niggas are peons to me. The only reason I'm talking boxing is because I didn't want to deal with politics anymore. Didn't need the money. I would have found a job, could have worked in a... I ain't no boxer. So like I said, keep playing around with me, Turkey. Keep playing around, Floyd. I am very, very good at walking things backwards. I can go from where I am right now and walk my ass right back to you. You better stop fucking playing, because people are disappearing. Big U's son is absolutely dead. And why is Big U's son dead? Because Big U was a petty criminal playing around with very rich people's money, and they got sick of it. They arrested him. He started snitching, and some mafia niggas blew that kid up. I'm from a city where judges drown in 6 inches of water. Let me repeat this. In Chicago politics, it is not unusual for a sitting judge to get drowned in 6 inches of water, bro. Somebody said, Big U not snitching. Somebody thought he snitched because they blew his son up. You say, bitch, you say he ain't snitching. Everything. If Big U ain't snitching, why do I know something? Bro, I'm not ranting, stupid ass. No, I'm not ranting, homie. Oh, you guys are fake. Okay, I get you. You guys are bots. Okay. Dude, there is no public record of snitching. Stop that shit. Ain't no the nigga's going to telling everything. Stop it. By the way, he doesn't even have to snitch. Big U doesn't have to snitch. He doesn't even have to. But he better. Lori Reed, thank you, bro. Thank you. Anyway, y'all can think what you, oh, he from Cali, he ain't snitching. Oh, yeah, Cali niggas never snitch. He from Cali, he don't snitch. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, everybody's snitching. What are you talking about? Your sister will snitch on you. Your brother will snitch on you. Not talking about his case. You don't snitch on your own case. You snitch on somebody else's case so that you can get a reduced sentence on yours. It's called cooperating for lower charges, okay? You can't look at Big U and say, oh, Big U, his court case doesn't say anything about him snitching. Why would it say it in his court case? He's not on trial for snitching. You kidding me? Big O say, hey, Big U got 70 informants working against him. Bro, he's telling. Big U better be telling. Why you keep trying to put smut on people's names, man? Because they snitches. Fuck out of here. Drug dealers and extortionists, fuck y'all. Bro, you're drug dealers and extortionists. Let me repeat this. Big U is an extortionist. Big U is an extortionist. Fuck Big U. Dude, these guys brainwashed you into worshiping peons. Man, I ain't chilling on shit. Y'all niggas ain't doing nothing to me. I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. That's the thing about y'all. Dude, I'm going to say whatever I want to say, and I'm not chilling out on shit. I'm not chilling out on shit. Everybody needs to know this. I'm giving you viable information for you boxers that listen. Exactly. They're criminals, but I'm so low. Why are you saying things about you? You're criminals. You are the reason that black neighborhoods are terrible. Let's talk about you criminals for a second. You're the reason that neighborhoods are terrible. You are what you call a piece of shit. I don't celebrate pimps. You're never going to hear me celebrating a pimp. The only dealers that I like are weed dealers. I ain't never going to say bad about somebody giving me my weed. But bro, if you a criminal, I'm not trying to hear that shit. You niggas can go away. I'm a law-abiding citizen, man. I'm a law-abiding citizen. And you're not. You guys have been convinced to defend criminals. No. No. Locked in 4L? Let me tell you something, locked in 4L. I'm not even on weed right now. Hey, can you read this, locked in 4L? Hey, can somebody tell me what the name at the top of this shit is? Since I'm on something more than weed. Anyway, I want all y'all bums to go to jail, bro. Nah, that's me because I got a messed up thing. I got to. No, I'm serious, man. You guys think that, yeah, it says Barack Obama, doesn't it? Yeah, he's a president, isn't he? That's a president, isn't it? Bro. Man, my brother was accused of money laundering with Barack Obama. Man, you niggas are small time, bro. Look, bro. Man, that shit was wild. Anyway, I'm done. I ain't gonna get into any more of that, bro. Hey, Martin, a real one, stop playing with his man. Hey, bro, they already know, bro. They just want to act like they can con you out your contracts, bro, when I'm not around. Dog, everybody knows me, bro. It doesn't work, bro. Everybody knows me here. Nobody knows you, dog. It's not gonna work. I mean, seriously, bro. I don't know who paid you, but everybody knows me, bro. None of this is make-believe. Every bit of this is public record, homie. You want to convince people? Let me tell you something, bro. Y'all want to convince people that there's no criminals in boxing? Is that what you're trying to convince me of? That there's no criminal activity associated with boxing? That it's just it's just make-believe? Is that what you're trying to sell? Despite the fact that everybody in boxing says that boxing is replete with crooks. But miraculously, when I start talking about boxing having crooks, you guys want to jump around and act like there are no crooks in boxing. Which tells me what? The only people that are going to claim that there are no crooks in boxing are the people that are crooks. You know that there's crooks in boxing when it works against you, when it works for you. But when it works against you, all of a sudden, hey, man, boxing's just a playground, bro. Nobody's doing anything unwrong. The only person doing anything bad in boxing is Gervonta Davis. The only people that are criminals, only criminality in boxing is Gervonta Davis and what Gervonta Davis does in a VIP room in Tootsie's. What does Jerron do next? I do not care what Jerron does next. I am waiting to see what Jerron does next, but I'm going to tell you what Jerron's going to do. Jerron is going to do the same shit Gervonta is going through if he pops out the top. Hey, man, what's up, man? Cobra Head Sports, what's going on, bro? How you feeling, bro? Said we can assume there are crooks in every field. Yeah, right. Exactly. So you guys, oh, there's no snitches, man. Anyway, man, you're just venting. No, I'm not just venting. What I'm really doing is laying out a case where some prosecutors can come find you. What I'm also doing is making a very strong argument that Gervonta Davis, if he's innocent, should sue Jake Paul for defamation for $40 million. And I would put it out there. Defamation for $40 million. If there is no tape and I do not get convicted, I'm suing that man for defamation for $40 million. And if I find out that he was talking to the girl and involved with the girl, then I'm going to really get at you. That's what I'm doing. So you can hear what I said my entire thing, because you guys know who I am. Bum-ass Devin Haney, bum-ass Bill, bum-ass Mike Coppinger. You're listening, Mike Coppinger. I know it. Okay? There's 400 people. There's going to be what? How many people? Let's say there's going to be about 5,000 people that wind up watching this live stream. I know you're one, Mike Coppinger. And if you break the law, I'm praying for this. I want y'all to break the law. I want y'all to break the law. I want y'all to break the law. And I want the law to come down on you with all the force it can. And I want your accusations to be plastered all over the internet. And I want you to be innocent. I want you to be innocent of something. I want you to get charged for it. And I want your name to be plastered all over the internet for it. Why not? You do that to me. That's why I know you guys are snakes. Marcus Bridges said, it's crazy how you've been talking about this for a while, and now look how everything is unfolding. Bro, we making it unfold. I trust in God. I talk to God every day. We gonna make it happen. God don't like, Jake Paul said it himself, God don't like ugly, Jake. So why are you being so ugly, Jake? Why couldn't you just step off with some respect and say, hey, man, we're going to cancel the event. I don't have anything to say about this until it fills out. Maybe we'll try to reschedule. If we can't reschedule, that's what you do when you're a decent human being, Jake Paul. You don't start kicking a man and throwing a bunch of mud around on a man's name when he's never even been convicted. At the same time, Jake Paul, pandering to women. Them women are fake as fuck, 2 Cent. I'm telling you, but women in boxing are just as fake as the men. The women in boxing are just as fake as the men in boxing. You're up to the same. Only thing I'm hoping is that most of the women that I are like trainers. But if you guys are actually trying to get your hands onto the money, other than the training budget for a fighter, he does. Yeah, he has his right to an opinion. He doesn't have a right to lie. It's not an opinion that Gervonta Davis was sober. It's not an opinion that you saw a tape with Gervonta Davis's name on it. Honestly, Alyssa Bumgarner get on my nerves too. Alyssa get on my nerves. I'm going to be honest with you, 2 Cent. I don't fuck with Clarissa. Honest about Clarissa. I don't like Clarissa. I don't like Clarissa's attitude. I don't like how Clarissa presents herself. I don't like the stuff surrounding Clarissa. Quiet as kept, man. I don't even really like Layla Ali that much. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate her. I'm not saying it's like as a person, but like, I understand how people could be like, I don't really like Layla. They could think that Layla's like, I can see that. You know what I mean? Like, I can see why 2 Cent wouldn't be the biggest fan of Layla. I like Layla. I'm a fan of Layla. I'm saying, but I just don't like Clarissa as a professional. I don't like her. I mean, Alyssa, but like, can somebody confirm for me whether or not Arrow really retired? Because I like Arrow, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I like Arrow, bro. I like Jermell, man. Man, I like Deontay Wilder, bro. I like Anthony Joshua. Can't even lie, bro. I like Anthony Joshua, bro. He seems like a good dude, bro. You're talking too much, so you're a bot. Let me tell you why you're a bot. Because I've never seen you before. And you have to be a member of this channel for a day to comment. Bro, shut up, man. Shut up. You're out. You know why? Because you made that account up probably yesterday, and you're just here to annoy people. You're a bot because you're here to annoy people. You don't have to agree with me because there's nothing to agree with or not agree. You don't get a right to agree with whether or not I think that there's fucking crime in boxing. We know there's crime in boxing because people have been arrested. You don't have a right to an opinion about shit that is true. Fuck you talking about? Get out of here, man. And if you don't agree with me, go away. How about that? I don't understand why somebody like you who disagrees with me wants me to know about it so bad. Most people that I don't agree with, honestly, if you don't say some shit about me, I don't care. I didn't care what Ray Jackson. Shout out to Ray Jackson. I don't give a fuck what Ray Jackson thinks. He can agree with something, not agree with something, like something, not like. I don't care what you think as long as you don't start fucking playing with me. When you start dissing me for no fucking reason, all kind of indirectly and shit, fuck you, nigga. And it's gonna be that. Not because I disagree with you, but because for some fucking reason you're taking shots at me out of the blue. You're not even saying it directly to me. And on top of it, you act like you work for Jake. You literally typed, Jake will be making the decision about whether this fight will continue. What the fuck happened to you, Ray? Did you hurt your back on that goddamn thing? Or were you ever on that thing to begin with? Bunch of fucking frauds. Ox Steele said one of the smartest boxers of the current generation is Mikey Garcia. He guys owns several highly successful cannabis businesses and an aftermarket upgrade auto shop, upscale bulletproof cars. That's what's up. Damn. No, I'm just telling you, bro. I don't fuck with these. I'm telling you, there's a lot of boxers I don't like. Bro, it took me a while to see Shakur. Man, Shakur, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What are you doing, Shakur? Hating asses. Anyway, man, let me tell you something, man. I don't like Clarissa Shields. I don't like her. First of all, she said she would whoop Keith Thurman. Clarissa, you can't tell me that Clarissa Shields does not go out on character assassination campaigns, because she does. She goes out on character assassination campaigns on people. And she just makes up the person to go at it on. That's what happened with Keith Thurman. There was no reason whatsoever for there ever to be any mention of Keith Thurman and Clarissa Shields fighting. But Clarissa Shields just decides to start going off on him. I can beat him. I'll beat him. I'm better. Man, Clarissa Shields just lying and running the man's name down. Clarissa, he will hurt you, man. And that's why they had to release that thing of her getting dropped by that dude. Like, bro, I'm done with Clarissa, man. No. If it was just the Layla Ali thing, I could see it. But what about the Keith Thurman thing? Can anybody tell me any other beefs that Layla Ali has been in other than Ann Wolfe when she was fighting? Seriously, Layla Ali has not beefed. She's been retired from boxing for 20 years, man. She has never, that I know of, beefed with another female fighter. The only one is Clarissa Shields. The same Clarissa Shields that runs around trying to start fights with Keith Thurman, telling Gervonta Davis that he needs to go to the hospital. Nah, man, Keith, I don't fuck with her, man. I'm sorry. She's a very good fighter in a very weak sport. Clarissa Shields is a very good fighter in a very, very weak sport. Very weak sport. Very weak sport. Women's boxing is paper thin. Paper thin. Even the fact that you became a two-time Olympic gold medalist, bro, women's boxing barely had an amateur program. Come on, man. That's like if you have an Olympic medal in pickleball or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm an Olympic pickleball player. Bro, that's about how much traction women's boxing has. Pickleball. Okay? Just because you got a... But yet, she wants to act like she's better than... I don't understand why I can't get the deals that Serena Williams gets. What's her name? Maria Sharapova. Crazy. Tell you, man. See how she left MMA quick. Got up out of there, bro. I mean, I'm just saying, man. We just got a lot of crazy shit going on, bro. Look, man, I will not be doing a live stream tomorrow, just so you know. So I went in on these dudes extra hard today. It's like winning a title in the WNBA. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, that's like, I deserve as much money as Michael Jordan does. I am better than, as far as I'm concerned, it's Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Clarissa Shields. How the hell do you go? First of all, how the hell you go from Muhammad Ali to Floyd Mayweather? Man, how do you go from Floyd? I don't even know how you go from Muhammad Ali all the way to Floyd. Anyway. All right, man, if y'all want to get on, come on. Hey, bro, I'll put a link in the chat. It's not her fault, but she also doesn't get credit for it. Yeah, I didn't say it was her fault, but it's a fact. It may not be her fault, but it's her fact. But her daddy should have made her play tennis. I ain't trying to hear it because I know what women's tennis is, bro. Women's tennis is way harder than women's boxing, bro. Women's tennis is way, way harder than women's boxing, bro. Way harder to get to the top. Way harder, bro. So I wasn't trying to hear that shit. Women's tennis is like trying to make it to the NBA. I'm telling you. Trying to be a women's tennis player is like being is like trying to be a player in the NBA. It really is. It's crazy. It's crazy. You waited a day for that stupid shit? You guys are real fans, bro. Who you fought? Who you fought? What sport you play? Nigga, go get a job. Put it in the super chat, bum. Let me tell you what sport I play. I play YouTube commentary, clown, and I'm the best. Let me tell you what sport I play, bozo. I play YouTube, nigga. I play YouTube content creation. And I'm going to prove that you're a fucking clown, Bill. What sport you play? Hey, bozo, I'm 56 years old, you fucking idiot. I don't play any sports, you dumbass. I'm 56. I'm a 56-year-old man, stupid. What are you going to do? What's your next tweet, Bill? You're going to tell me my son didn't make it as a pro basketball player, you fucking idiot? Hey, Bill, what are you going to do? Your son didn't make it to the NBA. My son wasn't trying to make it to the NBA, you fucking idiot. Yeah, exactly. I can bowl at 56. Anyway, bro, what sports you play? What you do? I got famous, ho. Let me tell you what I did. I was born rich and powerful. Let me tell you what I am. I was born extraordinarily rich and powerful. I am extremely privileged. My superpower is being extremely privileged. Hey, that's my superpower is being extremely privileged. And trust me, being super privileged is hard to overcome, dog. I mean, I swear to God, bro, when you're born with that shit, God dog, bro, it's real hard, bro. Man, fuck you. I ain't even whistling, bro. Fuck off, nigga. You with that same stupid whistling comment, bro. Fuck off, nigga. You just want to get thrown out of here, bro. No, I can't stop whistling, man. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, bro. Hey, man, if I whistle, I'm going to whistle when I want to whistle, boy. Why do you want to have a problem with me whistling, man? What kind of control freak are you, dude? Are you the type of dude? Hey, look, man, I'm just trying to tell you, man. I want to know something. Are y'all the type of dudes that just walk around and start telling people what to do with themselves? Like, you just walking down. My son is like that. I just be walking, minding my business. I don't like that. That shirt doesn't match. Bro, did I ask you if my shirt matched? Do you walk? You just walk around trying to give people advice, bro? Can you please stop whistling? Oh my God, I love everything that you're saying, but the whistling. Oh no, not the whistling. Man, y'all just be sitting here getting paid to make anything up. Nah, for real though. I would not trust anybody in a boxing gym. Y'all a bunch of snitches. I'm just telling you. Hey, imagine an ex-con, ex-tweaker turning religious hypocrite, adulterous boxing gym membership holder trying to tell people they can't speak on boxing on YouTube. They out of their mind. Bro, look, an ex-con, ex-tweaker. Nah, he's a current tweaker. He ain't no ex-tweaker, bro. You talking about Bill? Bill talked to me and I knew that nigga was sky high, bro. Sky high, bro. First of all, Bill, you're a little nigga. You're little, bro. Bill, you're little, man. Opio Latham got you niggas feeling so big. I swear to God, man, they tricked y'all, man. I feel sorry for y'all. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, he be zooted, bro. Man, look, bro. When you get older, bro, you be, you hit a drink. Man, I'm always on Bill, bro. I don't like Bill. I blame Bill for everything. I'm going with Dean. I blame Bill for everything. But look, man, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Y'all have hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me one. Hey, here's the link. I'm good. I'm gonna keep talking. Here you go for the hate. Hey, man, seriously, Bill be suited, bro. hey. Bill, one of them little light-skinned dudes think he's slick, bro. Bill said we light-skinned, we need to stick together. Hey, Bill Haney said we are light-skinned, we need to stick together. Man, I will never forget when Bill said that to me, bro. Bill said we are light-skinned. We need to stick together. I ain't never, ever in my life. Yes, I swear to God, bro. Bill Haney told me we were light-skinned. We need to stick together. I swear to God, bro. Scout's honor, bro. Hey, man. Scott's honor, bro. I was amazed by it, bro. I was like, for real? I was like, you really going to try to buddy up with me on some dumb shit like that, bro? First of all, bro, I'm brown-skinned. I'm the darkest person. I think I'm the darkest person in my family, man. Like, bro, I don't even, dog, that don't even register to me, dog. Like, everybody in my family is lighter than me, man. My wife, his whole family lighter than me. I don't think of myself as no light-skinned dude. Who are you? He said, hey, man, I swear to God, Scout's honor, bro, that nigga said this shit to me, bro. Hey, he found an angle, bro. That shit did not work, bro. Bro, I'm a nuke, bro. Hey, man. I swear he said it, bro. I swear to God he said that shit. I was dying off that shit. And them niggas wanted me to do business with this dude. I was like, man, first of all, dog, I'll help you guys out. Like, I was willing to help these guys out. But, bro, I was never going to partner with y'all, bro. Man, I pinky swear, dog. What up, Steel?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Chilling, just having fun.
Hey, I had to come up here and hate a little bit,
Yes, sir.
I had to come up here and hate a little bit. There's so much going on. I wish we did have some fights we could kind of tap in with, but it's just like we gotta I guess, roll with the punches that's being thrown. With this whole thing with Gervonta, I'm just waiting for all the information to come out. Even though I'm not like a big Devin Haney fan, I just tried to wait till the information came out. I'm not a big Rolly fan, but I had to wait till the information came out. And it's kind of funny how people got selective outrage. Jake Paul was accused of some stuff too. So with them situations, it's best to wait. Until the information come out all the way and go from there. But I definitely agree that if it's not true, Gervonta should wager a lawsuit against Jake Paul. Gervonta probably don't want to waste the money or even go through the BS or whatever, but I think a statement do have to be made.
Oh, that ain't a waste of money, bro. If he's able to do it, because he said it on Aiden Ross, if it's not true, because right. It's not defamation if it's true. You know what I mean? So I gotta say that first. But he said that there is a videotape of Gervonta Davis punching his girlfriend in her face. But the lawsuit itself says that there's no video evidence. So if Jake Paul made that up, that's defamation. And unlike a lot of cases where you don't know what the damage is, Gervonta has damages. The damage is the $40 million that he was going to get for the fight. I'm telling you, if Gervonta is innocent,
right?
Innocent. Even if he isn't innocent, if there's no videotape of him punching his girlfriend in the face, oh my God. Gervonta Davis can get this nigga, could very reasonably get $40 million up out of him because he used
I believe he should get more.
Yeah. Because look, when you get damaged, people always say, like, oh, you should sue for this, you should sue for that. But at the end of the day, you have to know how you were harmed, right?
Right.
If you say, oh, if you just tell me, oh, Martin, I saw you picking your nose on the street yesterday. I know it's not true. You know it's not true. But what's the harm in it? Right?
Right.
Like, what money is the court going to give me for that? It's hard to quantify that. Right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
In the case of this, though, it's not hard to quantify because Gervonta Davis had a $40 million or whatever it was contract with Jake Paul. And
yes, it's tangible.
It's tangible. We say very measurable. It's measurable because the court can say this is the damage that I got. Like, say, for example, you go to the hospital, somebody hits you in a car. Well, you have a hospital bill, right? Those are tangible. That's tangible damages. So they have to try to make you whole, right? Because they did something to you. So they're trying to make you whole. Gervonta, in a civil suit, could easily say he defamed me for the purpose of, number one, affecting my marketability and also reneging on a $40 million contract that he had with me and to move public opinion against me. And he knew it was untrue. And my damages are at least $40 million. I'm telling you, Jake Paul lied.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's tough. If Jake Paul lied, that's tough.
I feel like, with the way that the media tends to move in these situations, if there was some type of video, it would have came out by now. TMZ would have been all over that.
Hey, man, I'm just going to wait. I'm listening.
Yeah, so like with that situation, I kind of take it with a grain of salt. Everything happened for a reason. I really didn't even want Jake Paul to get any kind of clout or hype, riding off the back of Gervonta. I feel like a lot of these dudes don't even deserve to share the ring with him. To be honest, like I wasn't really interested in the fight anyway. If it pushes him back into actual competitive boxing, cool. But for the sake of hating, it's like I was in a way I was ready for Gervonta to like end this dude's career. If Gervonta really would have just stepped on Jake Paul and got him out of boxing, that would have been cool. But he's one of them guys. He's gonna try to benefit off positive or negative. So even if he do get embarrassed, he will probably campaign off that and try to stick around and hang around or whatever. So you know, it is what it is. And I know you did some coverage on the Layla Ali situation with Clarissa. I like this show, especially, you know, the guys that come up here on the panel like Phoenix and Kamal dropping like, you know, data and stats and you know, the kind of top tier language or whatever. And I think the word for Clarissa is pretentious. You know, that's the word that I like to label her as. Like, she be doing too much, man. And she definitely not a good example for young female boxers as to how to carry themselves. And I see her kind of like, you know, stir up the bee's nest when it comes to a lot of stuff. And she's made herself very unlikable. You know, she had a story that I feel like a lot of us tried to inherently, you know, tie ourselves to, like, you know, young sister out the hood, you know, doing her thing. You know, but she's kind of, she steps on her own feet. You know, her public relation prowess is terrible. And like the way she presents herself, the kind of stuff that she expends her energy into, it doesn't help her brand at all, in my opinion. And so I can't rock with the BS, man. I can't rock with it.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah. For sure, man. But that's all I had, man. I just came up here to get mine in. I know Phoenix up here all the time. Hey,
yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
There.
Because I was going
sure,
in, man. I'm serious. I'm trying to get these niggas strung up. I don't like them. It's crazy, bro. It's not right to treat people like that, bro.
It's a lot of weird stuff going on, you know, in the sport. I won't say I've never, you know, every generation is a boxer that's kind of like villainized and, you know, they hate on them and stuff like that. I just feel like it's a smarter way to do business. I was disappointed in how, you know, Shakur handled not even negotiations, but just the whole Gervonta situation. All the stuff that he's done didn't even really have to be done. If we go ahead and compile everything he's done over the last few years, talking down on Gervonta, even with Devin Haney, like, y'all could have went about the situation a whole different way and we could have got these fights. But y'all have went so far above and beyond. It's just like it didn't make any sense to begin with, you know. So I don't really feel like either one of them guys really want to fight Gervonta. I feel like they're looking for a big enough check to retire on, to where once they do get embarrassed or humiliated and exposed before the world, they got enough money where they could, you know, feel satisfied going through that. I don't know who wouldn't take a informal $6 million offer on a live on a YouTube channel. The way the coach put it out there, it's like they got that in their back pocket. You know, they got $6 million, under the mattress. Like, hey, what's up? Would you take $6 million? Oh no, I got to think about it. Like, you ain't never made $6 million in one fight in your whole career, man. How you gonna try to turn that down? You got people, literally your own people, your own camp, falling asleep at your fight, your hometown walking out your fight. But you think you deserve more than $6 million? And I'm not one of these guys that's gonna sit up here and tell you what you not worked or whatever. You're supposed to think highly of yourself, but you also got to be realistic. You're not pulling the numbers and drawing the attention that Gervonta is to justify that. You're not doing it on the level that Ryan Garcia was either.
Oh, bro, they're all going to be undercard fighters now.
Yeah.
If Gervonta Davis, just say Gervonta retires or he doesn't come back, how are you going to sell these fighters?
And then if you're worth more than $6 million, what are you doing being a sparring partner for?
Without Gervonta Davis to sell a potential fight about, Shakur Stevenson money is going to drop down dramatically because there's nothing to claim he's working towards. Nobody is jumping up. Oh, I can't wait to see Shakur and Tio. Dude, I do videos on Shakur and Tio, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about that fight, man.
Nobody cares about that.
Nah, I'm telling you, man, these guys are media made, man. They're media made. Media made. They are all have names because Top Rank put their names in newspapers, not because everybody is all excited about seeing you fight. Gervonta Davis has real fans, which is why Mike Coppinger had to put that shit out this morning. Like, man, Tank has such loyal fans. No, Mike, you fucking idiot. Tank has real fans. You guys don't have any fans. All they only have is the media.
You know, you a real star when you don't have to pay other stars to come out to see you. You know, Shakur and these guys, you know, even Crawford, these guys got to pay. You got to pay Eminem to pull up. you got to pay, G Herbo and stuff like that to walk out with you and stuff like that. These guys
Man,
want to be around Gervonta. These
these
people
dudes
want to be at Gervonta fights. Ain't nobody paying $1,000 a ticket, $2,000-$3,000 a ticket for no Shakur or Devin.
and they never
It ain't happening.
Because he doesn't have the style. Like, bro, this shit is not to me, this reminds me of the same thing I was feeling about Mike Tyson. Like, Mike Tyson was my favorite fighter at the time, bro. Mike Tyson got that allegation by Desiree Washington, which, bro, made no sense and nobody really believed. But yet Mike Tyson goes to jail off of some cock and bull story. Then he winds up coming out of jail, and literally the guy can't walk down the street for the next 10 years without somebody trying to sue him for something, bro. Like, I watched the same thing happen with Mike Tyson. You cannot tell me that this is not the same shit. You have all of the boxing media that I am so disappointed in Sean fucking Vitale, even though I already fucking knew because you were already working for these fucking people. But you ain't nobody but a fucking wannabe Max Kellerman, man. For that shit you put out, I really feel this is different because now I really feel for the victim. Bitch, nigga, you don't even know who was a victim. You waited. This guy, Sean Vitale, waited until the real work was already done with that Muhammad Ali shit. The work was already done, Sean, you fucking con man, because they were going to try to repeal it. Remember that? They weren't trying to have an amendment. They were trying to repeal it. Certain people, not you, went out on a limb with senators, made calls, and they were told they could not repeal it. So what do? They came up with an Ali Revival Act. Then you want to start talking, Sean, when there's a big stage for you to be the one that spoke truth to power with Dana White. Man, you didn't do fuck, Sean, but run your fucking mouth. It was.
I wonder where Sean Vitale and Mike Coppinger, where these guys were when Dana White slapped his wife live. They got a full recording of him smacking his wife in the nightclub.
They're going to say they're not going to say shit about the victim. First of all, Dana White's wife smacked him.
Hey, the way that these gentlemen, rules apply is one thing for certain men and one thing for other type of men. So hey, you still put your hands on a woman. You're the executive, one of the lead executives of a major company, multi-billion-dollar company, and arguably one of the faces of the UFC. So you can smack your wife, and you saw it, and it's like he wasn't pulled off ESPN. He wasn't asked to step down. It was no outrage.
He lost his ESPN contract. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He lost his ESPN contract. I'm telling you, Bill Dick, man, I won't get into it, but my Dana White ain't shit. Dana White works for the guy that works for my brother's friend. Fuck Dana White. Like I'm saying, and I'm gonna say that shit boldly. Dana White works for the guy that works for a guy that works for a guy that's my brother's friend.
I hear you on that. And like I said, I'm not a big Devin Haney fan, but when the information came out and she retracted her statement, and it may have been because how people can posture legally and they can kind of bleed your pockets or whatever. So sometimes they'll drop a case because they don't have the funds to keep up with it. They'll try to bleed you out a different type of way. So who knows what happened with that Devin situation, but we're not gonna act like there hasn't been false accusations wagered against athletes before. So if there is no video, I hope Gervonta is able to go after
that. Listen to this guy. I'm sorry, I got to tell certain people who come over here like fucking idiots. Brother, I'm an American citizen. I don't know what country you're from. But in the country that I live in, you get accused in a court of law. They convict you, and then you have a sentence. Okay? So you said, bro, I get that you like Tank, but you can't sit here. Yes, nigga, I can sit here and defend a dude. Yes, I can. He keeps hitting multiple women. He keeps hitting women multiple times. When Gervonta Davis is on tape hitting a woman, and or when he gets accused and they don't throw it out of court, then I'll hear that shit from you. Last time I checked, when somebody takes you to court and the prosecutor says, we drop this case for lack of evidence, that's supposed to go away, you fucking buffoon. The only thing that I know of Gervonta Davis being convicted of was a hit and run. That's the only thing he was convicted of. The only thing I've seen him do is grab a girl by the collar and lift her up. Now, don't get me wrong. If that was Gervonta and that was my sister he snatched up like that, I'm going to hit his ass upside the head with a bat. I understand that he did that. I also understand he did the hit and run. What I'm not going to do is tell you that he hit women multiple times with zero proof and nothing but accusations that were thrown out of a court of law. You know what that's like telling me? It's like telling me that the IRS takes the money out of your bank account, but yet you still have it there. No, you don't. They took the money out. So, likewise, if a prosecutor says, we decline to press charges, that means, for the sake of everybody in the public, that you are not guilty. So, until you can tell me that you show me Gervonta hit her, or you show me a conviction for it, I don't want to hear it. Because unlike you, probably Jonathan Rodriguez, I'm a black man in America. And there's been a lot of black men in America who have been accused of hitting women, raping women, and then when it goes to court, you find out that nothing happened. There were people like Emmett Till who didn't even whistle at a girl that got beat to death. You've got trees strung with black men in Mississippi because they were accused of looking at a white woman. I'm a black American, brother. I'm not one of you tether fake ass niggas who ain't from here. Black people get set up all the fucking time. All the time. Karen's calling phones. They're on fucking tape doing it. I am so scared. I am so scared. He's attacking me. This mean black man is attacking me. I told you I was going to call the cops. The bitch, she's literally on tape with nobody around her. I'm so sorry. This black man is attacking me. But yeah, I'm supposed to just ignore that because Jake Paul says so. I'm supposed to ignore that because Jake Paul says so.
Jake Paul be zooted too. Ain't no telling what he done.
Dude, I mean, look, when you do that, like the only thing I don't do, I steal. Like, Jake Paul has never been convicted of assault.
Right.
So I'm not going to call him a rapist. Jake Paul literally fought a convicted rapist in his last fight. How are you going to fight? Because you're so, and fuck you, Amanda Serrano, for this shit. I mean it. Because I don't give a fuck about sexism over racism. You got a young black man getting railroaded. If he did it, he did it. But that doesn't mean you get to railroad the man. You don't get to railroad him. Just like that's why OJ got off. Because I'm telling you, they thought they had him guilty, so they just decide to act like he's guilty and fuck every evidence. Oh, he's going. It's a lynching.
Yeah, you know,
they're organizing. I mean, I'll let you finish. Please let me just get this last sentence out.
Yeah.
You guys are organizing a public lynching for a young black man. It's not a noose around his neck. It's a noose around his reputation. And it ain't the first time you guys have done it. And it's been going on for years now. Go ahead, bro.
If Gervonta is such this vile human being, why don't you go ahead and fight him? If you want to stand up for women in a certain type, why don't you go ahead and fight him? You know, how do you guys, just like with this Ryan Garcia situation, how did Devin's brother, he said that his Messiah came to him in a dream.
Allah spoke to me. Allah spoke to me in a dream and told me that man, you guys are some fucking con men.
I couldn't believe that.
That's how bold a con men they are. They're so bold that they think that they can pretend to be fucking mystics. They're so bold that they think that they can attach their scheming to mysticism.
Hey, how can you be a cokehead and a vegan at the same time? I was asking in the comments. I was just wondering if you knew.
I don't know. I don't think there's any I don't think there's any animal byproducts in cocaine.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
No, I don't think there's any animal byproducts.
So no red meat, but the coke in the nostril that's okay.
Yeah, but you know, he's old. So he probably, you know, Bill tried to act like he's 35 or some shit. Bill pushing 60. So Bill's ass was in the 80s. You know, he was around in the 80s when everybody was bumping and grinding. It was the fancy thing. It made you, because remember back in the day, you were sophisticated if you were a cokehead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't you remember that?
How does Allah feel about that? About
Allah made coke and coke don't hurt. I don't know. God made the what's that plant? God made the poppy seed, man. God made the poppy seed.
Okay, all right. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it at that. All right.
Yeah, no, well, seriously, cocaine is vegan. Oh. So is vodka. Vodka's vegan too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just animal byproducts.
I didn't know it was okay.
He's not health. If what you're trying to get to is it health conscious? Hell no. But it does keep you from getting fat.
Hey man, you know, it's an upside to everything, I suppose. You know.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for now, man. I was just tapping in with
you.
Right, what's up, Phoenix? What's up, Phoenix?
Phoenix, you there? He got himself on mute. He might be there. But all right, bro, I'll get back with you, Ox. Thank you for coming up and talking to me, bro.
Salute.
I'll be more normal tomorrow. Deuces. You there, King of Hating?
Hello, hey, you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
All right. Yeah, I'm just chilling today, taking it easy. You know, I have to celebrate the birth of the hater today. It's my birthday, so you know,
it's your birthday. Happy birthday, man!
Yeah, appreciate it. You know, like it's a great day to hate, as always. Like, man, this whole situation with things, it's like you saying, like this stuff is pretty crazy. Like, we really jumping the gun. Like, if people, like, here's the crazy thing about what happened. Like, whenever it's a black person being accused of a crime, or even when they the victim of a crime, right? They always take the stance of, you know, well, if the black person is the victim, well, we got to wait for more details, and maybe they did something, and that's why things ended up this way. And then if the black person is accused of being the assailant, then they would be like, oh, let's go ahead and just sentence him before we even have all the details. I'm like, man, ain't that mighty convenient? They want all the details on the black person as a victim, but they don't want the details on the black person's accuser. I mean, like, shoot, over the weekend, we had a black kid, college kid, that was killed up here. And like, what happened was, like, according to the reports, you know, he had come out the store. You know, he had like a verbal disagreement with his girlfriend. Some random dude, they saying it was like an off-duty cop. went up and started like basically harassing them over their argument and stuff, like inserting himself into it. And then he ended up shooting and killing the kid. They said he shot him 5 times in the head. And it's just like, well, we need to find out the details. What details we need to find out? It's 2 people he don't know. He inserted himself in their argument, and then he ended up shooting one. Like what? Like
What
in
the
what
hell?
world?
Look what just happened, bro.
Yeah. So
No, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is some weird shit that just happened. Look at this.
what's that?
I can't believe this. This is so weird. Look at this. DAZN is now available on Prime Video in the US and UK. Here's everything to know. Prime Video customers can now watch even more sports through DAZN, including boxing, MMA, and international soccer. Dude, DAZN just went to Amazon Prime.
Hey, I thought they said PBC was doing bad over there. They're not going to have Amazon interested in boxing no more.
Dude, that's how bad Amazon. That's the unlimited funds are over, bro. I do not have dog. Ding dong, the witch is dead. You're over there on Amazon Prime, bro. That means I do not have to pay for any more fucking DAZN subscriptions. Magically, they're fucking over there on Amazon Prime, bro. Okay.
Wow. Hey, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, I wonder if that means we get to bypass that fight pass they're talking about you have to get on top of this subscription.
Bro,
I wonder how that works.
It probably means that they're going to make a pay-per-view available on Amazon Prime. It is so amazing how the PBC are fucking up. But yet DAZN winds up going to the same place PBC went to, and Top Rank is on Tubi.
Damn.
And before that, Facebook Live.
Hey, they did do that for that. Was it Inoue's last fight? They put it. They had it on Facebook.
That was crazy, bro.
They advertised. It wasn't one of them illegal streams neither. Like they actually advertised like, hey, y'all can catch the fight on Facebook live stream. Like they put the link up for the page and everything. Like man, hey, that was crazy. You know, PBC went to Prime and everyone's following suit. That must mean that Al Heyman know what he's doing. He was ahead of the curve. He got there a year before they did. 2 years now. Yeah, they went over last year. And now this is 2 years. I thought people said they was going to be done after last year because they didn't have enough fight. But here they are still on Prime. And now look, everyone else is about to go ahead and follow in line.
Oh, it is. You can now, it is. These dudes literally just moved the zone onto Amazon, and all you have to, and then there will be pay-per-views will also be made available for purchase through Prime Video. So all your DAZN people are doing their pay-per-views on Amazon Prime. I can't wait to find out how this shit is subject to change.
Everything is subject to change.
That is huge.
Man.
I can get rid of my DAZN subscription.
I've been got rid of that.
And you know why they're over on it? And that's why they're over there on Amazon. Because everybody got rid of that shit. And that model is not working. So now you guys, all of that shit you guys were doing all those years ago where you first started trying to take over American boxing, that shit is dead. Because Amazon is no longer a standalone app. Amazon is being purchased through, DAZN is going to be shown with my Amazon purchase. You got to. Crazy.
Hey, man, that's man. I wonder how they feeling about this. I wonder, like, so.
I wonder if Amazon Prime is going to be cutting deals with YouTube channel people to have 6,000 concurrent viewers on their shit at the same time. Let me tell you what that means for all you niggas living off DAZN. That means DAZN doesn't want to be in the business of losing money anymore, and they just want to hand and outsource that shit over to Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime is way, 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 way bigger, bro.
And they're not losing money. He had the zone. I bet they probably like it. Because what was it? December last year, they said they was like 2.4 billion in the hole. They're probably over 3 billion in the hole right now. That's almost a year ago. Like, shoot. I guess that's what happens whenever you have fights that's not selling well. Now I know a lot of people wanted to say that maybe this fight wasn't going to sell well, but like for me, I'm just saying like, shoot, there's a track record with some of these guys, and their track record hasn't been able to bring any profit. Like all this stuff that it's not really the revenue or the profit that matters. It's just the revenue, or they care about the impressions. Well, it looks like they finding out that they can't take impressions to the bank.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mr. Kodo said for Big Block, bro. Thank you for the $10 holler, Big Block, in the Cash App, bro. And thank you to Dante Harris says, speaking the truth. Thank you for the $1 holler, brother. Thank you for that support, man. And lastly, Edwards with the $2 holler, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, Martin, can you do me a favor? Can you highlight Miss Mona's message? And give
Miss
your opinion on
Mona,
that?
this one?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they can do it. Shit, public record, yeah. Everybody's address is public record once you get it. If you're in a court case, yeah. Absolutely, they'll make that shit public record. But a lot of times, they'll have more than one address. So they may give a secondary address that's not his deal. But yeah, they can do that. Absolutely. He's a citizen. They got charged. It's public information. Once it's public information, the public gets to see it. That's part of it. Because really, you got to think, the reason that there is court and that there really is civil court is because the government has an interest in making sure that people treat each other well. So yeah, so when somebody makes an accusation and they're relying on the public to enforce it, the public has to know about it. You can't hide it. So there can't be like, you can't just be like, oh, I want to sue somebody, but I don't want anybody to know I sued this guy. No, if you're going to sue him, you got to put that accusation out in public so the public can see whether it's in their interest or not that your rights should be defended. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of legal theory behind a lot of this stuff. If that makes sense.
Nah, that makes sense. Happy birthday to you, baby boy. Shout out my man, Phoenix, the king of Aiden.
Appreciate it.
On his day, man. Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Hey, y'all, I'm about to roll up out of here, man. I got to roll up out of here.
For sure. All right, then, man.
Thank y'all, man, for chopping it up.
Yep.
All right, bro. I'll get back. I got to do a couple things and get out. Hey, man, much love, man. I appreciate everybody. Don't listen to me. Most importantly, remember, everything I said, I just made up. It's all fake. I'm sure everything is cool. I'm sure that there is nobody out there that's fucking going to be in trouble out there in the world. I'm sure you're perfectly fine. Don't pay attention to me. Everything that I've ever said has wound up being fake, hasn't it? Every time I've told you that something was going to happen, totally ignore the fact that it always happens. Totally ignore the fact that what I tell you is going to happen happens. And I would like to tell you also that I love that Gervonta Davis. Bro, I'm not interested in you just saying shit, bro. No, look, man, nobody's listening to you, dog. You're in my echo chamber, which means if you say something I don't want to hear, bro, it's not going to go anywhere. Anyway, shame on y'all for being hating ass people. I hope you didn't do it, Gervonta. But if you did it, Gervonta, shame on you, bro. Keep your mouth shut and fix your problems. Gervonta, if you didn't do it, then grab a lawyer, some private investigators, and do your absolute best, bro. Because for real, man, people need to shut up and stop this crap. And these people ain't all what they You know what I mean? Stay by Al Heyman. Yeah, exactly, and stay with him. But anyway, we'll see. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Seattle Rick said, Thomas O. salute, Fanon, big salute from Seattle with that Wichita, Kansas twist. Salute, brothers. Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to Wichita. You know the deal. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.